in a world where it's kill or be killed. This war is made so that you can go out, get things in the battlefield, come back and sell it to survive, and then go back out and do it again. Today, I will explain the tactics I use in the war zone in PUBG to survive. These clips that you're seeing right now are just things from the training grounds that I use to practice frequently. Sure, I might take a few hits, but that doesn't mean anything to me just because I can improve. So sit back, relax, and welcome to PUBG Tactics Explained. This is Metro Royale. My mission is to go into the war zone and make sure that I can get enough gear to bring back to base so that I can sell it, make money, and buy better attachments for my weapons. I will explain these tactics as I go. Step 1 usually is to open the map at some point and make sure that you know where you're going and where you're at specifically on the map. This particular mode in PUBG is extremely brutal because it's literally scrounging. And plus, if you don't know what you're doing in this game, you will die very quickly. So, it's a good idea to watch a video on this before you go in. So, therefore, I just opened the map. I'm mapping out a route on which to take. You don't want to just make it up as you go along if you can help it. But at this moment, my main objective is just to get some gear, some simple gear, and get more ammunition. I only have 100 rounds. That might seem like a lot, but in this game, with this gun, every round counts. Every bullet does. And if you miss, when you're fighting a player, if you miss even one bullet, it can mean the difference between life and death. Okay, so we've just arrived at the supply depot. We are going in blind. There is no radar. There is no UAV. There is no way to tell if there's any hostiles here. In this game mode, when you can't see them, your ears are your best friend. While I'm looting here, I'm listening and looking for gunfire, listening for footsteps, watching for movement. I'm doing everything I can to ensure my survival and my teammates' survival. Their tactics are not exactly the best. He's going right, so I'm going to swarm left and sandwich them if there's anybody in here, but there's nobody in here. You hear that? Gunfire. I told you your ears are your best friends, and it sounds to me like it's coming from the southwest to the west. Somewhere around there, west-southwest. All I know is that it's coming from over there by numbers 1 and 4. Those are my teammates. And if you pay attention, and I'll circle it, in the top left-hand corner where it lists all our teammates, it will tell you if they're shooting or not. They were just a second ago, so now I'm mapping out my next route. My first instinct, or not really instinct, but my first thought is to not follow them because my teammates don't exactly have the best tactics in this case, and most of the time that's what gets them killed because they're not thinking through clearly. However, this time I'm like, you know what? I'm going to follow my teammates and support them, since my mind is a lot more, shall we say, intelligent when it comes to tactics. I'm not trying to gloat or anything like that, but I've been playing this game for a long time, and I know the quirks of this map. Mostly. So, yeah. I decided to make my way over there. Okay, so, since I'm getting close to that area, Fort Fury, this area is very dangerous. Okay, I saw a blue flare there, which means that someone called in a helicopter. Which also means that someone wants to be picked up. Number 4 is firing on someone over there, and I don't have range. And range, in this case, actually no, that's not the best example. What I mean by range here is I don't have a scope on my gun, and I don't have a secondary, or tertiary, which is, you know, first, second, and third weapon. I'm only running iron sights, so therefore I'm taking every precaution. I decide I'm going to push into here, where my teammates are fighting. They're taking on a boss currently, and there are bots in this game that are in the area. They must have killed them already, since I don't see any. There's usually snipers in these towers. So they're inside fighting a boss. Whoa, hold it. Gunfire coming from the right side. There was not a bot over there. That's a player. So my teammate saw him beforehand, so I decided I'm going to lay down covering fire and try to suppress him. It didn't work. So therefore, this following engagement is going to be a rough one. Teammate is down, so there was another guy. This is extremely dangerous. That guy has an MK14 just like mine. This game is... Not game. This gun is the most powerful gun in this game mode. And it is the most annoying to deal with. So it's very popular if you see this gun. I have a sight now, so I can see my enemy more clearly. I just took a shot, and I'm almost dead. I decided I'm going to take cover and heal up real quick, but I can't see the target. But, did you see him? He's behind that rock up there. I'm about to mark it. I'm communicating with my teammates now at the moment, so that we can Sorry about that, my voiceover cut out for a second. Editing issue. Yeah, so at the moment, I'm communicating with my teammates to shut him down. There he is. So I start shooting at him. I hit him a couple times, so he decides, crap, I'm going to go retreat behind the rock. Smart decision. However, he's only got that little sliver of cover. And we've got the advantage in numbers. I'm trying to keep him pinned down. So I mark him. Marking is extremely useful. I can't emphasize that enough in this game. We're now communicating with each other to try and shut this guy down, because it will kill us. So I come back here and decide I'm going to help out my teammate because we need the strength in numbers, and he's got better gear than I do. Teammate is back up now. So therefore, it's time to lock and load. So, I suspect currently that my opponent is still behind that rock over there, but at the same time, I'm sitting there thinking it's probably unlikely. Why? Because it was 10 to 12 seconds, and the guy could have used that gap to move. That's what I would have done. Because, well, that position is not a good position to be in for the whole time, because he's vulnerable on all sides except for the front. So now I'm going to decide, you know what, he's probably not there anymore, because I don't see any movement. So I'm just going to go to the roof and help out my teammate, who knows where he is. Because so it's either he went behind that house, or he went in the house, or he just retreated. Marking his last known position is always crucial, because it gives you a rough idea on where he might be at. He might be dug in there. So therefore, we're going to kind of alternate positions here, which is a very smart thing to do, because it throws the guy off. Who's the bigger threat here? Me, or my teammate with the machine gun? All I've got is a designated marksman rifle and an Uzi. So who's the bigger threat here?
Headshot. Low HP. Low HP. Second.
Oh, and also, on a side note,
Second headshot.
when you're locked down like this and you're focusing on one guy, and you're not sure if you killed the other guy yet or if you backed off, be checking your surroundings because there's two of them.
Go to here. Crash, push. I don't speak English.
Okay, so this is where I start to get scared because we have not seen that guy at all so far for a hot minute. So I decided I'm going to reposition. But wait, he decides he's going to shoot at me. So therefore, we know he's still over there somewhere. Adjusting settings in the middle of a battlefield is a very stupid move. Why? Because my teammate just proved that. He just went down by accident. Enemy has a foothold on the bridge, so therefore I'm at a tactical disadvantage. If they have the bridge, I'm screwed, because I can't move from there. So therefore I decided I'm going to get out before it's too late. Tactical retreat. Best option here. Because with the gear I've got right now, I'm outmatched, because I know that there's at least two of them. So therefore, I apologize to my teammate. I say, I'm sorry, man, I'm going to retreat. I'm going to get out of here. While I still can. See them? They're moving inside the building to try and find me and finish me off, but I'm gone. Because I made the smart decision and I got out of there. There were two people that went in there. So I decided not to stick around. I'm going to run and make my way to evac. But I don't know where the evac is at currently, even though I could just clearly look at my compass. But I need to know exactly where I'm going and what is in the way of me getting there. Because I don't want to start an urban battle in the middle of a town somewhere and probably die. So I'm going to take painkillers, recover some of my health, and maybe get a speed boost out of it, and make my way to exfil. Sorry, another editing issue. There are two exfil points on this map so far. One is 1,039 miles out, and the second one is 721 meters out. Sorry, if I said miles, I apologize. And sorry for my stuttering. So the reason why I chose number 2 over number 1, I have several reasons why. Because 2 is closer. However, 1 is on the southern end of the map, and most people don't go there. But the reason why I decided to go to 2 is because of those players that we encountered earlier. I don't want to get killed. So therefore, I would be putting myself in a vulnerable position to be picked off by them easily. Because I have low ranking gear, and I will die if I go back that direction, and I don't know where those guys are at right now. So, I chose exfil point 2. I'm also going to avoid towns and any structures and all that if I can. I'm putting myself at a disadvantage here because, you know, low cover. But at the same time, I'm willing to sacrifice that if it means not getting in any conflict. Notice that underground subway access I just marked? Yeah. I will try to make more videos on that soon, but today's not the day for that. It's a bit more complicated. Always check your surroundings while you're moving. Knowing your area and all that will really benefit you if you know what you're doing. What's around you? What could someone be hiding behind? What could someone be using for cover? What gives someone a tactical advantage over you? Like that tower, for example. It doesn't give you as much of an advantage as you think. I tried it. It doesn't work. So I just decided I'm going to scout out. I'm going to briefly scout out those houses just in case, because sometimes people like to camp the spawns. It sucks, I know, but it's necessary. Safe return, cash in hand, mission complete. Those are my total earnings and my total item value. Total item value is like everything in my backpack, plus my vest, my guns, backpack, all that stuff. So, I can tell you one thing that I definitely could have done better. That would be deciding whether or not it was time to move. Because when my teammate went down, I could have gone over there and decided to res him, but at the same time, it would have put me at a major risky area because my enemy had a foothold on that bridge. I could have told my teammate that, hey, be careful because they might be taking the bridge, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. Biggest advice to everybody out there: be mindful of your surroundings and scout out the areas before you go in there. Because if you don't have intel on that area, you're going in blind, and that's a major disadvantage to everything that you're putting at stake there. Because in this game, I kid you not, if you die, you lose everything in your backpack, except for the stuff in your lockbox, and your guns and armor and all that. But if you ran out the durability on your armor and your guns or whatever, you'll probably lose those too. So, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Maybe share this with your friends too. Leave a comment if you have something to say. If you got tips for me or something like that, I might just use it. And if I do use it, I'll put you in my video for a shout out, possibly. If it works, of course. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to make more of this type of... What is going on with my freaking voiceovers, man? Anyway, sorry. If you guys really enjoyed this content, I will do my very best to crank out this content as much as possible. But in order for me to make this content, I have to have the right mindset in order to actually focus on what I'm doing and all that. But if you like this, then you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.